wedding dress trends through the decades, from vintage to modern. Have you ever wondered how wedding dress styles have changed over the years? In today's video, we'll journey through time to explore wedding dress trends from vintage to modern, from the classic elegance of the past to the bold designs of today. We'll uncover how styles have evolved, the key influences behind each era, and what brides are choosing now. Whether you're planning your wedding or just love fashion, this trip down memory lane will inspire you. The bridal world has changed a lot over the years, and it wouldn't be what it is today without the styles and trends that came before. Looking back at the past, we can see how different bridal gowns have evolved. From the early 1900s to 2000, many unique styles and trends have shaped what brides wear on their special day. 1840. Queen Victoria is often recognized for making the white wedding dress a popular choice for brides. This trend started when she wore a beautiful, heavy silk satin gown for her wedding to Prince Albert in 1840. Before her wedding, most brides wore dresses in various colors, but Queen Victoria's choice to wear a white dress was quite different and unique. After she got married, many dressmakers saw how lovely and elegant her gown was, and they quickly began to create similar styles for other brides. As a result, the white wedding dress became a symbol of purity and was favored by many women for their own weddings. Over time, this trend spread widely, and now, wearing a white wedding dress has become a tradition for countless brides around the world. The influence of Queen Victoria's choice has shaped wedding fashion for generations, making her an important figure in the history of bridal wear. 1920s. The 1920s were a time when women's fashion changed a lot. Dresses during this decade were designed to be loose and comfortable, which was different from the tighter styles of earlier years. These dresses often had beautiful beadwork, adding sparkle and elegance to the outfits. Many of them reached all the way to the floor, creating a glamorous look. To complement these stunning gowns, women would wear long veils that reached down to the floor, called cathedral-length veils. They also adorned their heads with elaborate headpieces or delicate crowns that made them look like royalty. During this time, it was considered bold and daring for women to show their calves, which was a big change in how women dressed compared to previous decades. The fashion of the 1920s was not just about looking good, it was about expressing freedom and individuality. 1930s. In the 1930s, the fashion scene was heavily influenced by the glitz and glamour of Hollywood movies. This era saw a preference for simplicity and design, where less was often considered more. The most sought-after fabrics at the time were silk and satin, which gave dresses a luxurious and elegant appearance. Styles featured minimal extra decorations or embellishments, focusing instead on the beauty of the fabric itself. Decorative elements included just a touch of beadwork, applique, or embroidery, adding subtle detail without overwhelming the overall look. To complete the outfit, a long, flowing bouquet was often carried, enhancing the graceful and sophisticated vibe of the dresses. This combination of minimalistic design and elegant materials created a timeless style that reflected the enchanting world of Hollywood, making the 1930s a memorable decade in fashion history. 1940s. In the 1940s, women often chose to wear clothing they already owned instead of purchasing new outfits. This was a way to show solidarity with their countries during a time of hardship caused by the war, which limited resources and required careful spending. Many women would take their existing dresses and modify them to create a more fashionable look. During this time, dress necklines became deeper, adding a touch of elegance to outfits. Additionally, women's waists were accentuated to create a more defined shape, giving their figures a more appealing silhouette. Sleeves on dresses and blouses were often decorated with sparkling jewels and other beautiful embellishments, adding a touch of glamour and style. This combination of creativity and resourcefulness allowed women to look stylish while making the most of what they had during challenging times. 1950s. In the 1950s, a new style of wedding dress gained immense popularity, especially the princess A-line and ball gown silhouettes. These dresses featured fitted bodices that hugged the upper body, paired with full skirts that flared out from the waist, creating a beautiful and elegant look. Notable neckline styles included scooped and sweetheart necklines, which added a romantic touch to the gowns. Strapless gowns also emerged as a bold modern choice, exposing the shoulders and contrasting with more traditional styles. Hollywood actresses like Elizabeth Taylor and Grace Kelly significantly influenced bridal fashion during this decade. Their stunning appearances in films and at public events inspired many brides to choose similar styles for their weddings, making the trends of the 1950s a reflection of the glamorous lifestyles of these iconic stars. 1960s. In the 1960s, bridal fashion was very popular for its boat necklines and modest styles. The boat neckline is a design that goes across the collarbone, creating a wide, elegant look that frames the shoulders nicely. Along with this, many brides wore teacup skirts, which are skirts that are fuller at the bottom and usually end just above the knee. This style offered a beautiful balance of classic and modern, making it a favorite among brides. Additionally, three-quarter-length sleeves became a trendy choice during this time. These sleeves extend to just below the elbow, providing a graceful touch that was both stylish and comfortable. Another popular accessory in the 1960s was the shoulder-length veil. These veils fell gracefully to the shoulders, adding a soft and romantic touch to the overall bridal look. Together, these elements defined the bridal fashion of the decade, reflecting a blend of elegance and simplicity that many brides sought for their special day. 1970s. In the 1970s, a new fashion style called Bohemian styling became very popular, especially among brides. This style featured unique and relaxed clothing, like blouson sleeves, which are loose and puffy, and flowy cotton dresses that moved easily and felt comfortable. Many of these dresses had high necklines and collars, giving them a distinctive look. During this time, brides started to move away from traditional wedding attire. Instead of wearing veils, they opted for hair ribbons that added a fun and creative touch to their hairstyles. Additionally, some brides chose to wear non-traditional outfits like pantsuits, which are a more modern and stylish alternative to dresses. Colorful dresses also gained popularity, allowing brides to express their individuality and personality on their special day. This shift in fashion reflected a broader movement towards more relaxed and creative styles, showing that weddings could be personal and unique rather than strictly traditional. 1980s. During this time, fashion was all about making a bold statement, especially with dresses. Styles featured shoulder pads that broadened and emphasized the shoulders, and large flowing gowns with long cathedral-like trains. These gowns were crafted with thick layers of luxurious fabrics, such as organza and taffeta, adding volume and drama. Many dresses included ruffles and puffy sleeves, enhancing their extravagant appearance. Even form-fitting gowns often incorporated these stylish puffy sleeves and padded shoulders to create a striking silhouette. Necklines and waistlines were adorned with elaborate details, including intricate lace patterns, sparkling beads, and lustrous pearls. Each gown was more than just a garment. It was a work of art, showcasing a unique blend of elegance and grandeur that defined the fashion of the era. 1990s. In the 1990s, a new style of wedding dresses began to emerge, and it was all about modern and fun designs. One of the most popular styles during this time was the Sheaths silhouette, which fits closely to the body and gives a sleek look. This design was perfect for brides who wanted to feel both elegant and flirty on their special day. Additionally, skirts that had a pickup style became trendy. This meant that the fabric of the skirt would be gathered or lifted at certain points, creating a beautiful draped effect that added volume and movement. Another fashionable feature was the off-the-shoulder sleeves, which allowed brides to show off their shoulders and add a romantic touch to their gowns. These styles helped brides stand out on their wedding day, allowing them to express their personalities and embrace a more modern approach to bridal fashion. The 1990s truly marked a turning point in wedding dress design, bringing in fresh ideas that combined tradition with a playful twist. 2000s. In the 2000s, there was a wide variety of styles when it came to bridal gowns. Instead of sticking to the classic traditional wedding dress, brides began to focus more on their own personal tastes and preferences. This change allowed them to choose gowns that truly reflected who they were. One of the biggest trends during this time was the rise of minimalist gowns. These dresses were often simple and elegant, focusing on clean lines and understated beauty rather than heavy decorations. Additionally, strapless gowns became very popular, as many brides loved the look of showing off their shoulders and necklines. These strapless dresses were often enhanced with trendy details, such as shiny embellishments that added a touch of glamour. The fabrics used for these gowns were also significant, with taffeta and satin being favored choices. Taffeta is a crisp fabric that holds its shape well, creating a structured look, while satin is smooth and luxurious, giving gowns a beautiful sheen. Overall, the 2000s marked a time when bridal fashion embraced individuality, allowing brides to find dresses that matched their unique styles rather than conforming to traditional standards. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching. We hope this video inspired you and gave you a glimpse into the beauty of wedding fashion. What style from the past or present resonates with you the most? Let us know in the comments below.